Hi guys! So today's assignment is where we're looking at a mentor text and we're trying to determine what techniques this author has used to write her piece of realistic fiction. And a mentor text is really just a way for us to get some ideas of some author moves that we might want to make in our own writing. So as you read through the text, you may want to take some notes about things that you enjoyed or that you liked about the story, and then think of some of the things that this author, Miss Rachel Vail, has done that you might want to try in your own writing. And so what I'll do is I'll read this first portion for you, and I'll just demonstrate some things that I noticed that I liked about this author's technique, and then you can do the same on the next page where you interact with your peers. So it's called 13 and a Half by Rachel Vail. All I knew about Ashley before I went over there yesterday was that until this year she went to private school, and now she sits next to me in math. But she asked me over, and since I couldn't think of a good no, I said, okay. Ashley lives near school, so we walked. We didn't have a lot to talk about on the way, but she didn't seem to mind. She was telling me that when she grows up, she wants to be a veterinarian and a movie star and travel all over the world very glamorously and live life to the hilt. She asked if I like to live life to the hilt. I mostly just hang around, I admitted. But when you get older and you can do anything, she whispered as we began climbing the steep steps up to her huge stone house. What do you like to imagine? I was a little winded from the steps, so I just shrugged. Like, I'm constantly imagining I can fly, said Ashley, spreading her arms wide. Do you ever imagine you're flying? I stopped for breath. I sometimes imagine I'm in a bakery. So let's pause there. What I'm noticing about the author is that we are already getting an idea of the two main characters here, Ashley and our narrator. So it's written in the first person. And what I'm noticing is that Miss Vail, the author, she's made some moves to already reveal the personality of the characters. For example, Ashley seems like she's pretty energetic and has a really vivid imagination, whereas our narrator is just kind of more chill, right? She just like hangs around, and instead of having big dreams, she's like, sometimes I imagine I'm in a bakery, which sounds like a fun place to be honest. And our author has done that by using dialogue. So those are the author moves that I've noticed in this section. And that again would be that she has created some characterization by revealing the thoughts of Ashley, and then also done some characterization of our narrator by revealing her personality through her actions, like shrugging and imagining she's in a bakery instead of flying around the world glamorously. So we see how those two characters have different personalities, and that makes me want to read more about how this play date is going to go, since they're so different. So now that I've done this section here, go ahead and read the rest of it if you haven't already, and in the discussion page on the next slide, or when you hit next at the bottom, go ahead and write down the author moves that you noticed and that you liked that you might want to try as you read, and then offer some feedback to your peers. Have fun!